Hello, right, and some of you have been asking what's the wee art set that I've been using on Facebook, or that I started using on Facebook, and it's this. It's from Amazon. It's $9.99, and you get all of this for your $9.99. You get your little art book, and it's got 60 pages in it. This is good quality art paper. It's not professional watercolour paper though, which is 100% cotton, but it's good. It's good for what we're doing, because it's just tiny little things and you're having fun. You get your little palette with the little squares for putting in your colours. You get your little mixing dish there. You get your art pen or refillable paintbrush, and you also get your colours. And you get 12 art colours, 12 watercolours. And they're actually very, very good. They dissolve well, they blend well, they don't go lumpy and clumpy, and I'm really pleased with them. How you work it, it's actually really, really easy. But first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to travel with it. So you've got that, it's magnetic. You can just pop that there like this. You don't need all those colours with you because you've got them in your little palette. So I have a little tin. This is my little tin. Nice pocket size, fits in the back pocket of the jeans. There we are. And of course we've got an extra bit for mixing colours if we need it. So we get our book, that goes in there. Fits nicely. Our art pen goes in here. The little palette goes in there. Clip fits in here quite nicely. And what I also add is a bit of kitchen paper or two, that just folds on top. Use that for cleaning the brush and for dabbing excess. And that's it. That is your little travel box to take where you want and have a little bit of mental relaxation. So how do you set it up? How does it work? Dead easy. Take all your little bits and pieces out. Open up your palette. Sticks together as magnets. Magnets. That fits on there, holds it together at the top. You then go to whatever page you want to work on. So we're going to go there, and you just take your palette, slip it on. Oops, there. And fix it to the page above. And that's it, you're ready to rock and roll. How you work the pen, the water's already in the pen, you can see the bubble. And if you squeeze it, it fills the brush with water. So, let's have a little dabble and you'll see how it works. And you'll see how easy it is to work. So this is going to be a base wash, we're going to do a wee sky and bits and pieces, nothing too exciting. So give it a squeeze and get the water onto it. And soak the paper. Squeeze a bit more. There we go. Give it a good glaze. Yeah. So we get some blue. Good blubber blue in there. And we just do that. Look at that. Fill that bit there. You see how it's starting to drift down the page. So what we'll do now, dab a bit of colour off, and we'll get a hold of the burnt umber, and again, squeeze here, we go now, do that. It's went a slightly greeny colour, but that's okay. You can change that to whatever you squeeze. And that should blend into the blue a wee bit. And then that'll be clean. And we'll get some green. And we squeeze a bit into the bowl. Oh. Helps us actually get the green. There we go. And we just do that. So you've got land, or you've got land, beach, so green grass, whatever, beach, and sky. Or you've got sky, the start of a sunset, and land. You can have whatever you fancy. So we're going to leave that for a wee while for the colours to settle, and then after that you can decide what you're going to do with it and work on a wee bit further. So that's the basis of how this works, and I think it's great. You know, you can actually do some really intricate bits and pieces with it. If I take this off, put that to the side just now, you'll see some of the other bits. Right, there we are. So that was the first ones I did. And it's just a case of having fun. It doesn't matter if they look a bit rubbish to start with. I haven't done this for 20 years and it shows. And it's just taking time and a bit of patience and allowing the colours to blend, and it just allows you to slow down and just disconnect for a wee while. And these are washes I'm going to do something else with shortly. Let them dry and then move on to darker silhouette-y things and all that. So yeah, so that's what you get. Book, pen, colours, and your wee palette, and all that for $9.99. I think it's a bargain. You can get them a bit cheaper, but I don't think they've got as many colours in them.